So in example 5, we're going to use the formula this time instead of a table. So $1,000 is invested for 4 years at 10% per annum compound interest. So I notice that it says compound interest, and I notice that it says compounded annually. Okay, so because it says compound interest, I need to pay attention to the variables that have to do with compound interest. I need to worry about A, I need to worry about P, sorry about that, I need to worry about R, and I need to worry about N. So they're the 4 variables for compound interest. So looking at the question, it says $1,000 is invested for 4 years. So $1,000 has got to be my principal. Four years has got to be my time. So I might add a little one here. I might add T for time and say 4 years. And I'll explain that a little bit more later. And then at 10% per annum. So the rate is 10% per annum. So 10%, okay, per annum. Now, at this stage, we've only seen compounded annually. That means that once a year it's compounded. So my rate, if it's 10% per annum per year, is just 10%, which is 0.1. So I could say 0.1 there, and I'll just write that. And N stands for the number of compoundings. So it gets compounded annually, and it gets compounded annually for 4 years. So how many times does it get compounded? 4 times. So N equals, oh, what happened there? Something happened there. Sorry about that. N equals 4. Okay, so let's start with the formula. I better check the question. Use the formula to find how much the investment is now worth. So if it's asking for how much it's now worth, it's asking for amount, which we don't know, A. So A is equal to P bracket 1 plus R to the power N. Okay, so let's substitute in 1,000. 1 plus rate as a decimal, 0.1 to the power 4. I usually like to write this next line so that it's easier on my calculator, but you can just put it in your calculator. 1 plus 0.1 is the same as 1.1, all to the power 4. So now I have to use my trusty calculator and enter some information. 1,000 times, and open up a bracket, 1.1 to the power 4. Now, if you're looking on your scientific calculator for what the power button looks like, here's my little button. It looks like an X, a curly X, with a little square above it. And it's sort of in the middle of your calculator under the circle. Press equals, and you will get a number. Now, if it shows it as a fraction, just press the button that looks like S arrow D. That just goes from standard, which is a fraction, into decimal. Once you do that, you should get something that looks like 1,464.1. Now, just take a minute and think about it. We're talking about money. So money always has cents with 2 decimal places. So we'll add that. And we should have a dollar sign. So the investment is now worth $1,464.10.